So the Hawks just put on a random episode of Christmas TNA. I've no idea what this is about. I don't know what's going on, but I'm drinking. I'm gonna do a little thing where I drink every time something stupid happens. You know, that's the best way to do it. So I'm trying to figure out where we are with the product at the moment. I think it's the Ken Anderson concussion storyline. He hates people getting concussions. Bischoff needs a haircut here. He looks like a bowl of salad. Alright, let's do this. The con game. Starting out with Mick Foley. Am I really going to stand up for an hour and a half straight? You know, goes alright though. TNA ring rats. So Foley's kind of siding with Anderson over this concussion thing. Because he's had a few in the past. I mean, look at the state of him. Yeah, Foley wishes us all a happy holiday. The Hawk does too. Foley can shove his happy holidays though. Hawks is the only one that matters. Foley asked, "Please, can I speak to Mr. Ken Anderson, please?" Here he comes. That hat's like £2 on shoptna.com, by the way. A-ho. Apparently, Anderson's not medically cleared because he's been hit in the head too many times. Apparently, they were in hospital with some homeless guy, and there was Miss America there who threatened to, or she offered to have sex with both of them. I'm not sure what kind of a freeway that would be, but apparently Foley and Anderson have a bond because of this moment. Why is this the opening segment? Foley tells Anderson that he's got to look after himself because one day down the line, Ken's going to have a couple of assholes running around. Ken gets on the mic and says Foley calling him a liar. And Ken says that he's okay. He doesn't have a concussion. He's mentally cleared. He's physically cleared. And his skin is so soft, he clearly doesn't have a beard. Foley says, if you want to see the future, look at me. Look at the state of me. I didn't say there was concussion, and look at the state of me. So Anderson don't want to end up like him, does he? Let's be honest. Anderson continues to threaten him and says if he can't get along, then get along. And then Matt Boring comes out, the blueprint Matt Boring. He's skinny, he's tall. And he makes the girls cool. He always has those Shop TNA t-shirts on. They always look like garbage. Eventually, they're interrupted by Jeff Hardy's stoner friend, Shannon Moore, who looks a bit like me, but he's got green hair. Then out comes Jeff Hardy, who's not a stoner friend. He is the stoner. People are friends with him. He basically says that Morgan and Anderson are going to fight tonight in a tag team match. He's going to choose their opponents. God knows what that's all about.
Thou shall have booze. Thou shall have donuts.
Yeah. Then we've got Sarita and Velvet Sky who are going to fight in a strap-on match. Everyone wins in this one. Next up we've got Bobby Roode teaming... No, he's got James Storm with him. And they're going to take on the Motor City Machine Guns, but it's actually just Chris Sabin fighting here. And look at those sideburns on Sabin. I don't know how he can be so confident with such cheesy looking sideburns. He's giving Garrett Bischoff a run for his money here, for God's sake. Man, I love watching these two teams. It's like, you know, when TNA was at its hottest and you had a bunch of people in the ring who everyone cared about. This is what you've got right here. Got Garrett Bischoff as the referee. No buzz. Roode stomps on Sabin's little pumpkin head. He's going to kick him out of the ring. Bobby Roode with a big... No, he doesn't hit the backdrop. Sabin tries to reverse it, gets an elbow in the face, and then Roode goes running, and Sabin with the little punch to the face keeps running. Oh, another forearm to the face, and Sabin is flying everywhere. He keeps knocking Roode down. Sabin climbs to the top and hits the Hurricanrana from the top rope. Crowd are going absolutely berserk here. It's like it's feeding in Midsummer Norton Day. Oh, Sabin nearly gets the pin, but it's just a 2. God, those sideburns that Sabin's has got, I'd love to shave them off. Storm's got a beard now. He looked awful when he didn't have one, didn't he? He looked like a little boy. Rudy's back on top. Goes to the backdrop, but Sabin reverses it. Roode reverses that. Roode rolls him into the ropes, gets the pin. Got the tights, but it's still only a 2. Sabin then flips out of that and gets the pin. Oh, it's just another 2. God, this one's going everywhere. Sabin tries the kick. Oh, into Guri to Roode's head. Well, this one could be over now. No, Roode kicks out again. Roode's really on the edge of his ass here. Sabin kicks Roode in the face in the corner. And then he climbs, or he says he's going to climb to stop. He said, what's up, or something. I think he was just saying he was going to shoot him or something. Sabin doing the kicks on the apron, and then he springboards in and he hits a little... Oh, he goes to the DDT, but Roode reverses it. Sabin jumps to the ropes, and then Roode with the spine buster. That should be over there. No, it's just a 2 count, actually. Oh, no, it's a 3. When does that ever end the match? A spinebuster. Double R spinebuster. It's not always a 2 count. You gotta trust her. Rude says he's gonna be the tag team champion. Shelley looks a bit annoyed. I can't believe a spinebuster ended the match. I can't remember last time I saw that. Should be the way though, shouldn't it? You know, you should believe that any move could end the match. That's what wrestling's come to. Backstage we've got Bob Van Dam. He says he's tired of Eric Bischoff and he's gonna get him or something. RVD says he's got a mystery opponent tonight. Well, we've got a few of them tonight, haven't we? I don't know what's going on. Eric Young is sat on Orlando Jordan's lap and says he played games 5 times today and he wants Eric Young to do it again. Oh, he's saying that Eric Young, and he's sitting on Orlando Jordan's lap saying he's Santa Claus and he's getting the present. Wait, then the music plays and it's Stone Cold's music and oh, it's Shark Boy. What the hell's he eating? It looks like a white... What is that? It looks like a rice cake. A very fat rice cake. Shark Boy says he'd love to be on Impact a bit more because he's not on the show ever. I don't know why he's talked to Eric Young and Orlando Jordan about this. It's not as if they have any strings they can pull. Shark Boy says he'll do anything to get on the show apart from dress up as an old man and sit on some... No, lap, I mean. He joins Eric Young and says he needs another beer to be able to do it. And Orlando tells him to hurry back. Eric Young says he drinks like a fish. Shindig! Hell! Bob Van Dam! The whole effing show. Bob Van Dam! God, look at all those women that he's got after him. Look at all of them. Ring rats. Bob Van Dam! Yeah. God, he's got women all in the front row. Is RVD really £240? Bob Van Dam! I hope his mystery opponent is like Rob Terry or Garrett Bischoff or something like that. Look at the state of that guy. Isn't that the Virgin guy from the NWA TN episodes we've been watching? There's a Jeff Hardy fangirl there. What a lovely crowd we have here. RVD gets the mic and says that he thinks it's clear that Eric Bischoff is in charge of TNA. Well, I think we all knew that already, didn't we? RVD says bring out the mystery guy. He says he's going to get the mystery guy. It's going to be game over for him. That girl in the red's alright though, isn't she? He says he's going to crush the next guy and every guy after that. And there's no stopping Bob Van Dam. Alright, bring out the mystery guy. Who is it? Oh no. Anything but that. Wait, it might be Rob Terry. No, this is before that. It's Robbie E with Cookie. Well, be prepared to fall asleep. Oh! Get your fist pumping. Get your fist pumping. Apparently this Cookie was a real bitch to work with. Robbie hated her in real life. Get your fist pumping in the air. This is like Robbie E when he first got to TNA. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! I love this music. Get your fist pumping in the air. I miss going on nights out. Robbie tries to have a bro off with Rob V. And he doesn't want to do it. Oh, he just says the old tired formula of Bob Van Dam and then kicks Robbie E in the face. This one could be over pretty quickly. Rob kicks him again. Rob Van Dam with a big monkey flip and Robbie looks like he's bricking his knickers. Rob Van Dam kicks him in the face and he spasms onto the floor and then RVD tries the Rolling Thunder but Becky Bayless on the outside stops him. Robbie's stumbling around the ring like a moron and he hits a weak arm hit and he punches Rob in the face a few times. Be prepared to fall asleep, by the way. I don't know how Robbie E hasn't got more hate in wrestling. His wrestling ability is so boring. You cannot watch a Robbie E match without a standard sleeper hold. Gives me a chance to drink though, doesn't it, boys? RVD does kick Robbie again, and then he does hit the rolling splash rather than a rolling thunder. I don't know why he changed it up. RVD goes to the top and he's going for the 4-star frog splash and he jumps and he hits it, nails it perfectly. And Earl Hebner counts the 3. Yeah, there was never any doubts, wasn't there? No job Rob would not be changing his mind against Robbie E of all people. Backstage, Jeff Hardy is cutting a promo about how he hates Jeff Hardy. No, RVD. It looks pretty scary. He says at Genesis, RVD must beat an opponent before he can fight Jeff Hardy. Jeff says he's picked the opponent and keeps saying test, so I assume it's Andrew Martin. Actually, that was joke, was in bad taste. He says that you can beat someone at the next pay-per-view, you can face Jeff Hardy, but doesn't reveal who it's going to be. RVD looks kind of annoyed. But he's no job Rob, so I'm sure he'll win. It'll be alright. Backstage, Kazarian's got the women. What the hell? How did this goon get the women? They're way out of his league. Oh, they're gone now. Oh, it's Sarita next. She says, how dare Velvet challenge her to a strap-on match? She has no idea what's going to happen. Sarita's voice is so funny with her little lisp. She doesn't know what she's saying. She sounds like such empty threat. Sarita says she's going to whip that ass. Hopefully. Next up, it's the Fortune theme. Oh, it's Kazarian with his women. Kazarian is apparently the #1 contender for the TNA X Division champion. Don't be silly. X Division guys don't get women like these. Let's not be stupid here. X Division guys are virgins normally. Who the hell are these women? I never remember Kazarian having women before. This is like the only time he's ever been in a segment with women. Quite intrigued to see what he has to say. Is he going to lay some lines on them? Oh, he's left them outside the ring. Kaz says that Hulk Hogan's put a bounty on all the TNA titles and they need to win all the titles, so he's going to take the title off of Jay Lethal, who's the X Division champion. And then he starts insulting Jay Lethal. Kazarian says the only thing lethal about Jay is the smell of his cornrows. He then starts going through Jay Lethal's home and makes fun of where he lived. He said that they were so poor they had to bring the garbage in. Is that New Jack? Well, no, it's necessary. He says the front door and the back door are on the same hinge. I don't know why. It feels like the Triple H Booker T promo. He starts naming all of Lethal's family members. How does he know all their names? A bit weird, really. I don't even know what anyone's family members are called. I'm not really a family guy, if you didn't guess. I'm not pretty introverted. It shows Jay Lethal getting his hair plaited. And then he blames Lethal's mum. Why is this? No, I don't remember this ever happening. This is weird. He starts going on about how Jay Lethal's mum is ugly. He says she's so ugly that she'd fit in with the Impact Zone crowd. Well, compared to those women on the outside with him, then yeah, she probably is ugly. Jay Lethal sprints out in record time and then Lethal punches him in the head and it's over. Oh, he's got a baton. He gives Jay Lethal a watch and then he walks off. I can't believe Kaz has women. I can't get over this. Jay Lethal is dead and Kaz has the women. Up next, Mick Foley is roaming backstage just like he always is. He doesn't ever know where he's going. And then Ric Flair and Bischoff are talking and Foley walks in and they ask him what he wants. Foley's going on about concussions again and he's saying it's not fair on the mystery tag match tonight because Ken Anderson has mental problems and it's not fair that he doesn't know who he's teaming with or who he's facing. Bischoff and the Grey Crew say that it doesn't matter and tell him to leave. Look at how many wrinkles do you think are in this room right now? Ric Flair looks like a foreskin. Foley says he's going to be watching the tag match tonight for any shenanigans. What are Foley and Flair standing so close for? They look like lovers. The Grey Crew. They're hugging and kissing. They're definitely dating. Next up, we've got the beautiful people. It's Velvet Sky in a strap match. Yeah, my ratings are about to go up. She ain't got the rest of the crew of her, though. Where are the others? I don't know if she's with them or not at this point. She seems very annoyed, though. Her hair's all messed up like she's had a night in bed with the Hawk already. What's going on? She really seems like she's got problems. I haven't seen her look this angry in a while. Sarita comes out with her cheerful Spanish music. She hasn't got Rosita with her. I don't think that was happening yet. What an ugly attire that is. Sarita beat up Velvet with a leather strap last week and knocked her out of some little competition, so that's why they're fighting now, apparently. It's not as if Velvet was going to win anyway, so I don't know why she takes it so personally. Okay, I have zero expectations for this match. They're screaming at each other and they won't do it. Garrett Bischoff lays a smackdown and Sarita puts it on, and the crowd chant "Fire Russo." Sarita and Velvet fight on the outside. The strap's like 50 foot long. Velvet gets whipped. The winner of the match is the one that touches all four corners first. Not at the exact same time, that'd be impossible, wouldn't it? You'd have to have very long arms. Taz says that this is the first time that they've had a TNA knockout strap match. And I can see why. Sarita tries to tie Velvet's hands up. Tries to get number 3, but Velvet stops her and then she misses an elbow. And Velvet comes back. Velvet gives her a nut strap and then the strap comes off Sarita. So Garrett Bischoff has to put the strap back on Sarita's hand. Taz is going full Jerry the King Lawler on commentary and says Sarita might bite someone in a minute. Velvet tries to hang Sarita over her back. This is a bad match. Velvet touches one corner, but Sarita also touches it. Velvet touches the second corner, but Sarita also touches it. Velvet touches me, but Sarita... No, she doesn't. I wish she did. But they carry on, and they're going to the fourth corner. And Velvet goes to touch it, but she can't quite reach it. And Sarita's stopping her. And then Sarita pulls her back and flips her overhead. And then Sarita touches the corner, and it's over. What a dumb match. So about 2 seconds long. This beer's lasted longer than this match. Quite a long one. Well. After the match, Sarita hits her with the strap again. Sarita keeps hitting Velvet with the strap on over and over again. And then Angelina Love comes out to make the save because they're best friends. Sarita bails. Nothing happens. Why can't wrestling have hot women in it anymore? What's wrong with that? I don't care if it's PG. Why can't we have hot women? Oh no, more stuff with Orlando Jordan and Shark Boy backstage. Shark Boy says he works for TNA, but Orlando Jordan says he's never seen him. Brian Kendrick's here now in an Ireland hat. Eric Young says he's going to show Brian Kendrick the Filipino stick fight, and then he crashes into everything and looks like a complete idiot. Orlando Jordan tells Eric Young he's not allowed to poke other guys with his staff. During the break, Velvet Sky throws a bitch fit. Angelina doesn't look too happy about it. Backstage, Angelina finds Sarita and punches her in the face. Sarita fights back and starts attacking Angelina Love, but suddenly Winter comes in and stops Sarita from hitting Angelina. Probably, it might be Winter's debut, I don't know. I'm too drunk to figure that out. She sees if Angelina's okay, and then she says she's going to drug her. TNA then takes a look at the year in 2010. As you can remember, it was a year of failure because they lost the Monday Night War. And if we had a look back at the year 2020, it would also be a year of failure. So I'm going to skip this. Backstage, Douglas Williams is saying he's in a tag match tonight and he's got no tag partner. What? Why is everyone getting screwed over? Suddenly, Brutus Magnus walks in and says, "I don't think so, pal." And he says that Douglas Williams has had his back in wrestling and he's going to look after him. The two Brits shake hands. Up next, we have Jeff Jarrett in the Double J Double MA tournament match. It's just hit 12 o'clock and it's Christmas Day and I'm stuck here watching this. Jarrett has Gunner and Murphy with him, so it's just getting worse as it goes along. Did you know the man called Murphy was originally meant to be Judas Messias, but he wasn't, and instead he was Murphy. I think he lost out there. This double MMA challenge, Double J, is for $1,000. And last time he beat Amazing Red. And Red got beaten up after the match and says that he was going to bring his big brother with him. No, his little brother with him next time. So I think that's the match we're about to see here. Amazing Red comes out and Jeff Jarrett says, "Come on, little guy, come into the ring." He's such a nice guy. He asks Amazing Red where his brother is. And here we go. Here's Crimson's debut. I know we've just watched this for my last video, but here we are. It's just a coincidence, so shove it. Jarrett's messing around and he's not scared. He doesn't think Crimson's going to be a big guy. And there he is. Crimson looks terrified. No, Jarrett looks terrified when he turns around and sees Crimson. He realises he's bitten off more than he can chew. Eventually, after lots of messing around, Crimson puts Jarrett in the ankle lock and Team Jarrett pull Jarrett out of the ring. Gunner and Murphy save the day. Amazing Red doesn't like it and starts smacking them one. Jarrett sneaks into the ring with his guitar and he's going to smack Crimson over the head with it. But Amazing Red comes in and takes the guitar off of him and breaks the guitar on the floor. That's 1 rupee that Jarrett will never draw. They build this up like this is going to be some big feud between Jarrett and Crimson. But it never goes any further, and to my knowledge they never face each other in a match ever again. Backstage, Jarrett is in a hoodie telling Bischoff that he's got to make some tweaks to the Double J Double MMA challenge. He says there's no more lanky guys involved in the match. He also says that from now on it'll be exhibition only matches. He doesn't want to get hurt. We've got a match up next, and AJ Styles comes out with Rob Terry. Oh God, no! Can't take this. Rob Terry's sprinting down the ring ramp, and AJ Styles there doing his little hoodie celebration thing. I didn't think this night would be complete without having to watch Rob Terry, Rob the Roider. They will be taking on Douglas Williams and Brutus Magnus, who are originally the British Invasion, but they're not actually together as a team anymore. Magnus has a stupid beret on. I thought it was an afro or like one of those Elvis wigs from when the Kings of Wrestling are around. AJ Styles starts the match and sends Rob Terry to the outside because he's not very good. This is all built to AJ Styles versus Douglas Williams at Genesis, which is a really good match actually. It's one of my favourite TNA matches of all time. I don't know why, it wasn't anything crazy, I just love the two competitors involved. AJ's scared, so he tags in the Roider Rob Terry. Rob Terry's in the ring. He's kicking Douglas Williams. I'm struggling to stay awake. Douglas hits a lovely suplex throw on AJ Styles and the match breaks down and everyone's clapping their flabby paws together. Brutus Magnus hits a running power slam on AJ, but Rob Terry breaks it up. Everyone's crashing into each other, their big bodies slamming into each other. Magnus tries to throw Williams into Terry, but instead Magnus gets clothesline, and then Styles jumps in with a springboard clothesline on Williams. Styles is celebrating like a goofball. Magnus sneaks up behind him and hits the just go for the Mac Daddy driver, but Styles reverses it. Terry elbows him in the face, and then AJ tries to hit the rolling. He hits the rolling Chaos Theory suplex, which is of course Douglas Williams' finisher, and he gets the 3, so it's a bit of slap in the old face there. I hate watching Rob Terry, it's so boring. AJ isn't happy about the loss. Just remember though, the pay-per-view match is great, so check it out. Backstage, Madison Rayne is looking like Vicky Guerrero. We cut back to the Christmas party, New Year's party, and the Young Bucks have arrived with Tara. Orlando Jordan tells them that if they want a party, they have to take their shirts off, despite no one else having their shirts off. He tells Tara he meant her, but she doesn't take her shirt off. The Bucks get annoyed because Jordan tries to strip her and then they all fight. Kendrick tells them all to stop and says he's receiving a message from his crazy mind, and instead says it was just gas, carry on. Madison Rayne is out next. I might take my headphones off. This is going to hurt my ears. Although I do like the music. She has a boat. She has a bunch of guys dressed up who link their arms and then carry her to the ring. The guy in the left looks like he's gritting his teeth and struggling. He's really trying not to drop Madison. Look at him. The crowd are in complete silence. Madison Rayne was always no buys, and I wonder who she was sleeping with in the company. Sorry to be like that, but come on. She never had a single good match. She screams at SoCal Val for just trying to hand her the mic, demands she gets in the ring and gives it to her because she's too lazy to get it herself. As predicted, Madison starts screaming at the crowd and I have to take my headphones off because I'm dying. I don't know if I could take much more of this. You know, drinking lowers your intuition. Drinking lowers something, and I don't know if I can hang in there. The crowd are all chanting shut up, and I felt the same. She just sits there yelling at all the crowd and says that her dress is $79,000. I highly doubt that on her TNA wage. She starts insulting Mickie James and calls her a slut. Madison starts saying, "Come on down here, hardcore country." Mickie James is my sort of girl, I have to say. Definitely rate the country girl. Mickie snatches the mic off her and tells her to shut up, and the crowd cheer. Luckily there's no more talking and Mickie just starts smacking her one. Randomly, Mickie then strips Madison Rayne of her £79,000 dress. And Madison is all running around scared. I might need the Hawk sensor, sorry. Backstage, no, not backstage. At a kennel, the Pope is talking to some nerd who looks like Douglas Williams. And says he wants to get some of the dogs to give to some unfortunate children. The guy just says, "Great, yes, I've got loads of litters in the back. Come and take them all." Because that's how adopting a dog works. The Pope says that he wants pit bulls to tear other dogs apart and have dog fights with. The guy who's working there says that pit bulls aren't typically good pets for children. But Pope says because they're tough, poor kids who will be getting them, they want rough, tough dogs to fight with. I don't believe this was ever followed up on. Okay, so we've got the main event mystery tag match now. Mr. Anderson's mystery tag partner is Bully Ray. Matt Boring's mystery partner is Brother Devon. Brother Ray and Brother Devon have been feuding recently. Devon comes out in a disgusting orange top saying testify. I'm colourblind, so if it's not orange, I'm sorry. This match has all the writings of it of I'm gonna pass out. Shove it. Devon wants to fight Bully Ray and Anderson wants to tag Bully Ray in, but Bully Ray's refusing because he's a coward. What a main event we have here. Bischoff then brings Gunner and Murphy out, who take away Mick Foley, who's on commentary. Just because this match wasn't bad enough in the first place, we now have this distraction going on. Foley attacks Gunner and Murphy, and then he gets the sock out and puts the mandible claw on Murphy. Or Gunner, whichever one of them it is. Murphy hits Foley in the head with something, and it's over. We now switch over to TNA Reaction because TNA's run too long, so the show has to go on to their backup show or something. The match is actually still going ahead, but Foley's being carried away by the goons of Immortal. In the ring, Bully's finally decided to fight Devon. It's slow, it's clunky, and nothing's really happening. The ring rats in the front row are firmly behind Brother Devon for some reason. You know, I was wondering this. I can't imagine the sort of girl who would like wrestling anymore. But these girls seem pretty into it at the front row. Or maybe they're into someone rather than wrestling itself. This match is boring. I'm rambling because nothing's happening. Anderson's in the ring now. This is before the mould from the TNA Rocker Room turned his hair green. Or brown. I don't know what colour it was. Matt Boring gets in the ring and starts beating up Bully Ray. Bully then forcefully tags Anderson back in and then chucks him into the ring. And Anderson isn't very happy about this. For some reason he doesn't take it as a personal attack and hit Bully Ray back. Anderson hits a DDT on Morgan and tries to pin him to end this match quickly, but unfortunately for all of us, it's not over. Anderson tries to hit a top rope elbow and then Morgan catches him and hits the choke slam and Anderson falls right on the back of his head. I thought Morgan was worried about Anderson getting concussions. Bully Ray breaks up the pin and Devon chases him away. We're left with Anderson and Morgan rolling around in the ring, like a couple of slugs. Bully then gets back in the ring. Morgan accidentally clotheslines Anderson in the back of the head. Well, they are on opposing teams, so it doesn't matter that he clotheslines him, but given the concussion thing, I don't think he wanted to. And it's over. Morgan wins the match. Or Boring, as I like to call him. And that's it. That's the Christmas episode done. As I said, just a random episode of TNA I wanted to watch as a bonus for all of you. There's nothing particularly interesting about this one. I just wanted to put on a random Christmas episode. I've got a special Ring of the Hawk episode coming up that a lot of you have asked for. I'm really enjoying the matches I've seen on it so far, and I think it's going to be a great one. I think we could potentially see our first day. So New Jack, we're coming for you, brother.